Hey everybody, thought I'd do a quick video. Again, it's going to be real sunny. So here we are. Here's our situation. I'm going to take Daisy off the leash for a minute. Come on, this way, Daisy. Oh, Daisy, she's always got something in her mouth. So I have so much to tell everybody, and I apologize, the quality may not be great. Here's our situation come on this way, Ash, let's try this way for a minute. So it's Daisy and Uncle Asher here. I don't know, I actually think the other way was better. Sorry, let's go back this way so people can at least see you instead of just seeing the sun. So, yeah, there we go. So anyway, the biggest situation is it's supposed to be 106 here today, and we're at the dog show. We're not showing. We didn't enter today. We only entered oh gosh, is that like a big bird that he sees? Or it's a nest of some sort. Yeah, it's a nest, but there's no animal in there now. Good boy, Asher. He sees everything. Anyway, let's go this way, guys. Days, this way, honey. I'm watching, but there's hardly any people out, which I can't believe because this is the only time to get going. It's like 7. We got here at 7 a.m., which is actually late because we get up at 4:30. But and then I took them around the hotel, but there's like nowhere to walk. So anyway, we showed for 2 days at the Northern California Terrier specialty. And the first day with a judge I had no knowledge of, but I know she was reported to be a judge that just was going to judge the right end of the leash and was very kind and sweet. And it's true, everyone loved her. And Asher pulled off a huge best of breed win. There were 8 other male champions, so I really wasn't expecting it. And someone had said the #1 dog in the country was there with a professional handler from Florida, but I wasn't intimidated by that because I know that Asher is an incredible dog, but I did not expect to win, and we did win. And then the next day we actually showed under my mentor, which I was always equivocal about because they always intimately know your dog's strengths and weaknesses, but we did end up getting a select award, but we didn't get best of breed, and for one of the first times ever, we didn't get owner handled award, which, you know, it's interesting to me. We talked a lot about the type of dogs we like, so the type of dog she did pick for breed is not what she has ever shared with me liking before, but whatever. It is what it is. It was her second time judging, and I'm fine. There were beautiful dogs in the ring all along, and our little Thor showed. He hasn't been out in a long while. Alita has him amazingly trained still, even though she's been incredibly busy for work. But in all honesty, he did do a few things that were not ideal for a judge to evaluate. So the second day, he only got reserve, and the first day, and then the second day under Dana, he got actually nothing. So, but he's a gorgeous dog, and I'm very proud of him, and he's going to go very far. So we're working on a couple of improvements, but I was real proud. I wanted to share about Asher because it was a stunning victory, and I do love when you have a judge that, obviously I like that she picked my dog, but again, everybody around the ring was talking about what a great judge she is and how nice and thorough and clearly she wasn't picking the political choice. So I'm thrilled. I almost wish we entered more, but I'm kind of thrilled we didn't, to be honest. Just look at this. Let me just scan for you guys. I'm at this park with nobody here, and it's huge and beautiful, and I'm going to throw the ball even for Ash, because then I'm going to take this little cutie pie to the show just to socialize and to do something that's really important. I plan to be a judge someday, but it's something, this whole thing is what we call just a hobby for me anyway. And so I'm gradually going to phase out of breeding. I'm going to breed Daisy 3 more times, most likely not Willow 1 more time, but I am considering doing an AI to get a lower litter size maybe, and to breed to some foreign dog that I really like. So it's a possibility just because Willow's been such a producer, and we always have people that want puppies. So, and partly also because Al, I think, is going to be going to visit Chelsea in France for 3 weeks, and he doesn't love to be around the puppies, so at the beginning stage, which is sad because he doesn't really do any work for it. But I mean, I guess I can understand because it's all about puppies during those periods of time. But anyway, the other thing I want to share with you guys is, you all know that the Dazers, she's been crazy Daisy is what we should call her. Crazy Daisy Dookie. Is she is so active, so incredibly active, and I gotta always wear her down. Well, I was worried about how much I was walking her, but she seemed to be sustaining that fine with no issues. Well, then what happened, which was really incredible. I guess it was 4 days ago now. She came out of the pool, and she's always been running down the ramp perfectly well. So this was my own fault, because once she got out, instead of going down the ramp, she shook the water off her because Asher was right there, and she got excited, I think, and she fell sideways onto concrete 4 feet from the pool deck. So I was devastated, immediately gave her turmeric, and then she puked several times, which I think was from the turmeric, not from the fear of the fall. I didn't notice anything. She seemed okay, unbelievably. She did have her life jacket on, but then the next day on her back left leg, she was given a little, like barely putting weight on. So I've been giving her buffered aspirin, which I do want to share as something a lot of people don't agree with, but after all the research and 30 some years in dogs, I decided that usually if you can go that route, you're better off than Rimdil, which is like the canine equivalent of Tylenol. But I don't know, I think a buffered small dose of baby aspirin. Anyway, after a few days of that, and I actually had a good CBD oil pill, which I don't know how much truth is to that being good, but anyway, I basically got rid of it. And she now is walking again, but I gotta really monitor her, because geez, there I thought, you know what, now my most beautiful specimen won't even be able to get her championship. Because I mean, I know people whose dogs have fallen off the bed and needed, Daisy's gonna try to go see someone, needed major surgery. So she sees a person and she just wants to visit, don't you, Daisy James? So anyway, that's the main thing I wanted to tell you guys, is that we're out of the woods, and tell you about Asher's victory, and give you some shots of these guys. DJ, Daisy Jane's about to turn, which I never call her, and I thought I would always call her DJ, but I just call her Daisy Jane, or Crazy Daisy, or Daisy Duke. She's about to turn 17 weeks tomorrow. And so yeah, I'm gonna go to the show today. Oh yeah, back to the judging thing, because one of the things you should do, I mean, I'm 10 years away from probably gonna be a judge, but I want to take my time and continue to learn about dog anatomy and all sorts of things. But the other thing is, you need to go watch yourself as if you're judging, and evaluate each of the dogs. I've learned an incredible amount over the years, in fact, in part to my mentors. But again, I think where we are now is that my mentor and I are clearly seeing different things we like in the dogs, and I'm feeling like I'm getting new mentors now, people who have dogs such as the person I have bred with a couple times, that are aiming more towards what I'm aiming for, because I clearly don't want to see, and this is what I always thought was the case for my mentor too, but I don't want to see muzzles disappearing, and I don't want to see substance in the dogs disappearing. And those kinds of things are really important. Structure, basic straightness of hocks, and balance. Those are things you really want in the breed. And of course temperament, which I think that goes without saying that my mentor and everybody wants. But anyway, yeah, so it's great. I'm learning my own stuff now, and I'm always grateful for the people who continue to teach me things. So anyway, there we are. Look at this. Guys, you're already warm, and it's not even 75, but I think I will throw the ball for Ash, and I'll put Daisy in the car, because it's a perfect throwing opportunity with no one around. All right, bye-bye, everybody. Days, say goodbye, boo-boo. Look at that face. Dazers, are you in the puppy uglies? This is what we call the pup, because they get gawky. But look at, she's certainly not what you would call too ugly. Hi, Ashy, you handsome man. All right, bye-bye.